Oh my goodness. You see the topic. We talk about 3D and that new energy that's out here right now. Oh my goodness. I had something happen to me the other day. And I'm 50 years old and I've never had something happen in this new energy. And I was in the kitchen and I was about to make me some tuna. And I left mackerel and stuff like that. So I didn't see nothing. I didn't see my mackerel. I didn't see my tuna. I didn't see nothing. I know for a fact that I had all that stuff in this cabinet. Okay. So I woke my daughter up around 5 o'clock. I said, "Hey, I want to make some tuna. I mean, what's going on? Have you seen my stuff?" She said, "Mom, it's sitting right there." And I said, "No, it's not." And, I just looked and, I just looked and I looked and I looked. So when I came back out of her room, I opened the cabinet and here goes the big 4 pack of tuna. So I'm sitting there like, now I know for a fact I ain't going crazy now. I mean, come on now. I'm sitting right here in the cupboard and I'm looking here, looking at the tuna right in my face. When I leave, I come back in a second. It's sitting in front of me. I really believe I jumped another matrix. And it's been weird stuff that's been going on since that moon. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I've never had that happen to me before. I knew for a fact that it was not there. A whole big can. You got four in the thing, right? And I walked out the kitchen and come back into the open the thing. It's there. I wasn't scared, because I live a spiritual life anyway, so I see stuff all the time. But I've never jumped in and out the matrix. Oh my goodness. And it can startle you a little bit because you're like, oh my God, what? What was that about, But I haven't found the mackerel at all. So sometimes, and I'm telling you, I've been feeling some weird stuff too. I don't know about y'all. I feel like one minute I'm there, next minute I feel like I'm not supposed to be there. Or I see a video that I know for a fact that I've seen this before and I've seen this moment, but it feels like it's right now in real time. So it's been a lot of weird stuff that I've been seeing ever since that new energy came, because we're all trying to get into that 3D. Out of the 3D, we trying to get into the 5. That's what we're on right now. We're trying to get all the way aligned with ourselves, with our gifts, and all those things that comes with it. But it just startled me a little bit because I've never had that happen before. I mean, I'm sitting here looking. I know I'm not going crazy. I'm sitting there looking at the stuff. I didn't see anything. But when I walked back into the kitchen, it was right in front of me. It's just like, oh my God, what is that about? But we're gonna see a lot of different things in the 3D. And I tell people all the time, everybody's story is gonna be different. I tell people too, when you're very high vibrating, be careful because you can walk in and walk yourself out into another dimension and you might not come back. Okay? Because Spirit has been showing us about the low vibrating energy and the high vibrating energy and what's going on with the low ones versus the ones that's trying to really sit into that 5G. But oh my goodness, it's been crazy. And then this new energy is just so powerful. I mean, it's an energy to where I'm not letting nothing get in my way type of energy. I'm going to be happy for me, the things that I like, the things that I do. And it's so beautiful because the creator, everything behind it is love. I found this little brainage, bad, little thing from the ladies who was being abused and stuff. And I wanted to support. And it says, love is the key to open the gate of happiness. And I really believe that. I believe love will get you anywhere. I believe that love will get you anywhere you're trying to go. Because if you think about love, love is not what it used to be. People don't know how to love no more. Everybody want to fight. Everybody want war. But when we get to the point to where love is over anything, do you know how many great things that we can do? And that's how I'm living my life. And I tell people all the time, you could create your own happiness. You could create your own heaven on this earth, and you can create your own hell on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, always come with the right energy and different things like that. It means a lot. And mama, you got listen, one thing we don't do here, and I need you to hear me clearly. For all the wounds that's coming up in here, I don't play. So if you think you're gonna come up in here and be disrespectful, I'm not that girl. Go play with your kids. Don't play with me, okay? I'm keeping it real because everything I do in real time. So that means we're not about to play none of them games. So if you think you're gonna come up in here and play with Big Mama, I'm gonna tell you to your face, please don't do it. Please don't do it. I don't play games, okay? Now, since we understand it, let me go back to my story. Thank you so much and welcome to the family. But yes, it's just a lot of different things, a lot of things that is really going to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I always try to be high vibrating in everything. Because you like the people who just got coming through my thing right now. People don't know how to be happy. Only thing they want to do is project their sadness and their horrible living onto somebody else. So that's why I will get you out the door immediately, right? Yeah, because we like to vibe, okay? But don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted, okay? You said, how? What you said? I'm in a session of class. In this class, I shall pass. Well, bye. Did nobody tell you to come through here, love? Yes. You want me to block you? I can block you. Baby, it's no problem. I've been doing this game too long to play with anybody. So if we can get you up out of here, it's okay. But thank you for tuning in. So for all the ones who live that spiritual life, we know this new energy is coming through and different things like that. What are you gonna do with it? It's like a powerful wind that just came through. Hey, baby, love and light, and we're trying to jump on that train. You know what I'm saying? And it's the train of love. Oh my God, I just feel opportunities in front of a lot of people. It's like the doors is open. It's like that closed door that's gonna have to happen anyway. You see what I'm saying? And we have to just get to the point of understanding that. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Ashay. Yes, because we gotta. I don't know. Do y'all feel that new energy? Oh my God, I feel. I mean, I've been sick for the last couple of months, fighting cancer and stuff like that, and I just got a new sense of belong to something. And I know living a spiritual life and stuff like that, we don't have the problems like everybody else because we keep it simple. All right. If things is too big on at Stick Mama, I'm grounding. I'm doing a spiritual bath. I'm doing firework. I'm doing all those things to help me because everything we are is energy, right? Everything that we do, everything we say, everything we do, everything has to happen with what? Energy. So when I'm sick and stuff like that, when my energy is low and stuff, I have to go to the principles. I have to get to the grounds. I have to do some work. I have to have my candles up and moving. You know, that's what, when you live in a spiritual life and you're trying to get out the 3D and you're trying to get out here into this thing called life, you got to do these things. And I tell people, don't make it so hard, guys. Oh my God, you see the churches make it hard. All type of cultures and cliques and different things like that. They make it so hard because you can't be yourself, right? Yeah, that's why I love doing my own thing. I found out a long time ago, going with just sort with the source. You don't have to learn that from nobody but for the creator. I don't have to go to a pastor for my happiness, right? And the things that surround for me. I just, cause I know that everything the Spirit is giving me, man can't give it. You know, so when I feel like I'm going through some trials and stuff in my life, and I make it through every time, man, please, man couldn't do that for me. You know, I tell people we got to get out that 3D. We're trying to go to the 5G. When you walk outside in the snow and into the sun and your skin look like gold because you hide it. You so high vibrating. That's the energy I'm up on, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't play when it comes to the creator, the universe, and everything that's around because it's so beautiful. It's so powerful. You know, and it's made out of love, and that's the thing that I try to tell people. Everything that we have is out of love. We just have to learn how to love too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can't never love yourself, you can't love nobody. You can't even love your fucking kids. Shit, you don't have it in you. I've met mothers that say they love their children. The way they treat them shows you something different. Sometimes you have mothers that want to be in battle with the young daughter because you messed up your life and the things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to make somebody pay for something that you did not do. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to sit with yourself, you know. Who are you with battle with? Who are you to battle with? You know, so I look at all those things. Yes, honey, I look at all those things because those things is very important in life. Love is everything, you know. Love is the key of the open. I mean, love is the key to open the gate of happiness. That's why you see a lot of people sit in that low vibrating energy. That's all they know. Shoot, they don't know how to be happy, you know, and anything around them, they gonna torsion it. They gonna get mad. They gonna do everything they can to destroy your joy, your happiness. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. You know, I tell people, you gotta tell people to get up. Shit, if you got a whole table of people and the only thing they bring is drama into your life, honey, get them out your house and off that table. You can't sit here. Ain't nothing to come behind you is drama and mess. Oh no. And you gonna go for it too? Oh no. Mm-mm. We ain't about to do none of that, honey. I done walked away from a lot of people. It took years though. Oh my God, it took me years to let go because I didn't want to be by myself and I didn't understand that a real woman know how to sit by herself and be okay with that. And it took years. Even when my husband was telling me, these helpers ain't your friends. You know, these ain't your friends. You can't trust them. And I thought he was trying to hold me back. Didn't want me to be happy. But when it was all over and done, he was right. He was so real with it. So now I had to learn how to be by myself. And I took all those 7 years to really build myself. I left home broken. I mean, I was a broken bird. You know, it was so much death, and my mom, my dad, it's just my son's brother. I mean, it was like just sickness, death. And so when I left, I don't know who I was, but it took 7 years. Seven is what completion for me to come back home. I'm a whole different type of woman. I mean, from everything, all the experiences I done had, and the lessons and stuff when I was there in Georgia, I found myself of really healing. So when I came back home to where all the pain stuff, it didn't hurt me no more because I did the shadow work. Yep, I did the shadow work. And a lot of us gonna have to learn how to do the shadow work. That means tapping into that generation curses and stuff like that, the things that have been blocking you to where you can't win, you can't go to the next level, and you just can't ever be. You know what I'm saying? So you find yourself in situations like that. You know. So the whole time I was there, I was by myself. My daughter, she was at work all the time, and I had them strokes and stuff. So and with that being said, even though I was so sick, don't you know the Creator still helped me? I didn't lose one downline from Spirit. I was on time, like everybody else in the Spirit. You know, even though I couldn't even talk, I knew the spiritual information. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if he could do it to me, I know he doing for the children and everything. The ones that are mute, can't speak, because I was mute for what, close to about 5 years. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do nothing from that first stroke. So I understand to not have a voice. Okay? Just like a baby, blah, 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 blah. I did that. But I still had the same information. I was still woke up between 2, 4 in the morning. Downlines, and everything. I couldn't speak it, but I knew it was in front of me, right? And that's why Spirit really had me in that self alignment a lot, you know. So I love the Creator because He gonna let you know. Spirit will show you. You need to change this. You got to change that. You got to get your mind right. You got to do some changes. Your body might tell you, "Oh, you sick." And I tell people, listen to your with your soul, listen to your spirit. You know, that's why it's being connected with the source. Understanding your body when things happen that you don't know what's supposed to happen. Even with me, with finding out I have cancer, I knew something was wrong with my body. I felt it. And I kept, because I believe in putting my own hands onto my body. And I knew something was hard right up in here. Okay? And I just kept speaking my life over it, just massaging stuff. But I knew something was wrong because I've never felt something so hard in my stomach. My stuff always been jelly, like jelly. I'm real soft. But it was a part right here that where it was just so rock hard. And then I started spotting. I'm seeing blood. And then it went from there to blood clots bigger than my foot. I said, oh no, I need to go to the hospital. I said, something is wrong. I haven't seen a period for 17 years. Then out of nowhere, I'm passing blood clots that was big like this. So I get to the hospital, and they had me sitting there for like 14 hours in pain. On top of that, I was in pain. I've never had a pain like this. I done pushed out 3 children, and I never screamed as much as I screamed when I was passing the blood clots. And everybody was looking at me at the hospital, but they couldn't understand that I'm at the place to get the help. So I went there and they checked me. They didn't give me no pain, nothing. I went back again. They sent me home with nothing, nothing. Then I went back again, screaming still, just screaming. I said, something is not right. Something. Mind you, I started bleeding December the 9th. By the time they did something for me, January the 19th, I had to have blood fusions because I was down to a 5. See, if you ain't got good insurance and stuff, they don't care. But Spirit kept telling me, push it. Your body is sick. So I had to go over their head. I ended up going into the hospital for 3 days. They didn't tell, and you know, so sad because they never told me that I had cancer that whole time. I guess they think, well, this woman that went through 4 strokes, a heart attack, and everything, she gonna die anyways. But the lie that you said. And when I left the hospital, and they sent me home, and I looked at my daughter, and I looked at my sons. I said, I don't think I'm gonna make it through the night. I knew it. So the other doctor, she decided to fight for me, the black lady. And they sent me to another hospital, and they were open to see what the hell was going on with my body. Well, the test came back, cervical cancer. This whole time I'm fighting because I knew something was wrong. But Spirit kept having me rubbing, laying in my hands right up in this, because I already had the DSC and all that stuff like that. But when I went to the other doctor, and I told him, I said, I got a hard mass. He said, we're going to have to go up past the cervix into the ovaries. When they got to it for the surgery that I just had done on the 10th, he pulled out, thank you, Spirit, a cluster cancer, a whole mass sitting all over my ovaries. And it was stuck all together like a cluster. So that whole time I've manifested for my body. Didn't even know that it was cancer. And what it did, it held everything together where it didn't go outside the rest of the body. Can't no tell you what Spirit won't do for you. He was able to get it out. So we waiting for my last results to see if we're going to go ahead and just take all that woman stuff out. I know I have to do one more bouts of chemo. That'd be the first one. And just to make sure it doesn't go nowhere else. But you can't tell me when you live a spiritual life, living, and because you're gonna be connected to your body. You're gonna be connected with your soul. You're gonna be created with your mind. If it wasn't that me not listening to my body, y'all, and everything where it was going with me, it was moving fast. I mean fast. December the 9th to the January the 19th. February. By the time they got to me, it was a mass that was that big. So I think that's why I always sit and I talk to the universe every day. I sit and I talk to the Creator all day. Because you want to build that relationships in the 5G. You know? Don't stay stuck in that 3D. I'm telling you, that's old. That's that low vibrating energy. You want to be in that 5G because it's going to get you where you need to be so you can listen to the information. Any person that's sick, your body's going to tell you that something is wrong. But if you don't listen to Spirit, and you think it's about you, you might not make it through. And it's so crazy because the doctor said, you walk, he said, you fought for you. You right. Because I know my body. Like something that what I'm dealing with right now. I'm gonna have to call them today. I forgot. Thank you, Spirit. They gave me the two blood fusions. I've never had a blood fusion. I've always been against it. But because I lost so much blood, my blood was down to 5. Okay? And I knew if I wouldn't did it, I wouldn't make it. You only get so much blood in the body anyways, okay? So, did that. Well, my test came back abnormal, okay? Because of the blood infusion. So I got a bodies in my body now. So if I have this surgery that's coming through, they're gonna have to find the right type of blood to help me. But I notice I'm having pain in my thighs all the way down now, pain to the bone and everything like that. So I like to research, and I put in there, I said, what happens when you have blood infusions and you start to have pain in your legs and in your thighs? It's one of the biggest things that it does to the body. Because I can just feel the pain in the bone. My legs has always been strong. I never had no problems with my legs or nothing. Now, because of the blood infusion, I got nothing but pain in my legs. To what the other day, I couldn't even get out the bed because the pain hurt so bad. And it came from the blood infusion. So what I'm doing, because I know about them herbs, I'm doing me red cloves. And what I'm doing, I'm cleaning the blood naturally. Okay? So I make me some tea in the morning tea in my kettle, and I drink it straight. Red clover. And it helps with the blood to clean it out and everything like that. So since I've been doing that, I can feel still a little lice of the pain, but not like I was. Okay? It didn't feel like a blood clot. I had them before. That shit hurts. This was all pain in the bone and in the thighs. And so I knew something was wrong. I listen. It's important, family. Listen to your body. Okay? And that 3D is gonna be illusions and everything like that, and they don't want you to win. You don't want to sit in that. That's why you have to be high vibrating so you can be ready for the things that's gonna happen in your life. You know. So that's why I try to come over here and I just give y'all information, because you never know, you might be going through the things that I'm going through right now. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't talk about these things, how will you learn? You know what I'm saying? So when you feel like your body is doing this that's never done before, you gotta go over there and challenge them doctors. Please do a whole panel of blood work and different things like that, because you just don't know what's in your soul that you need to be dealing with. So put your foot down about your happiness. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy about all the great and wonderful things that the universe has done for us. And I'm thankful that everybody is well, and people are understanding So guys, I hope that little information Big Mama shared with the family. We we get out that 3D, y'all. We get that high vibrate energy. Get outside and play in the sun. Because they're blocking that too. But what I was saying before he came disrespecting my life, think about the plans that's been falling down. They ain't nothing but the ancestors and stuff. They're tired of y'all. You can't do what you want to do no more. The collective is here, the ancestors is here, the Ankh is here. They're not playing no games at all. And y'all don't see them, but they're working. That's why I ain't nobody's playing. You can't play me. No. Y'all go ahead and flip that thing in the size if you want to. And I'll tell you something else. Get away from that water too. Because they mad about the bear over cleaning up our mermaids. They cook them up, they eat them, they do all type of stuff shit to our ancestors and stuff like that. So they mad about that water. They ain't playing no games with nobody. I don't mess with nothing. Okay, guys, see what I can get into. I'm not gonna take me a little stroll, get a little jacket on, and just go walk. Just go talk to the universe. Go touch on a tree. Just be thankful that you got opportunity to live in this divine timing. All right. This your girl